when we all get rich, that's when we gon' ball out. Yeah, we going well. We just tryna get rich, you know, easy well.
Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beautybysheek. Thank you all who has tuned into this video, those who have subscribed and those who will be subscribing after watching this video. As many of you know now, my new name that I've been going by is Sheek TV. And it's not really a new name, but it's a new way of branding myself. Now since I've moved to Atlanta, I have jumped into entertainment full force when it comes to hosting, red carpet events, recap videos, literally doing the whole nine. Pushing artists with my team, and working with Media Girls Network, which has been an amazing opportunity since being in Atlanta. Now, I want to touch on the idea of finding my purpose. This video is going to be about me finding my purpose, how I found my purpose, and kind of the things that I'm going to do going forward to sustain who I am in my purpose. So I look forward to getting started in this video. We're just going to jump right in. Okay, so because this is a get ready with me, I am going to start with doing my edges. I'm like, no, I have not done my edges in a few days. I literally just recurled my hair. Shout out to 735 way. She don't even do my baby hairs like that. It's like a more of a... Do you know what I'm doing? But this is what it's giving right now, y'all. So I'm gonna tie my hair down with my Glow by Day satin scarf. You can get this for 15% off. Link is below, or you can use Sheek 15 for 15% off. Beautybysheek 15 for 15% off. We ain't just chic. So tying this up, and we're gonna get right into my purpose. Honestly, since moving to Atlanta, I definitely would say I now know my purpose. I've been here for almost a year, and it's been one of those things where it's like I really had to dibble and dabble in a few things before I really understood what I'm supposed to be doing here versus what I thought I would be doing here. And let's touch on that. A lot of times you might think you're supposed to be doing something. So when we go out, I'm actually going to use my purifying primer water by Revolution. I have not used this yet. It smells a little weird. It has cannabis sativa, so maybe it'll help me calm down. Because listen, today was one of those days. But anyway, when it comes down to what I was thinking about when moving to a new state, it was one of those things where it was like, am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be here? And when I say here, Atlanta. A lot of the times, you know, we want to figure out where we should be, or we just think we should be in certain places. The reason why I chose Atlanta is because just starting, it definitely was the marketplace for Black entertainment. If you look up Atlanta, if you talk about Atlanta, everybody will say it's the Black Hollywood. So for me, it was like, okay, I want to go to Hollywood, like LA. Trust me, I do want to be there. But I wanted to start somewhere where I could feel accepted. I did know a few people already in Atlanta. So it was already one of those things that was like, well, I visited, I have family, I haven't really been like in Atlanta. Like, I don't know what it means to really hustle in a new state. But, you know, everywhere where, you know, there's Black people or just, you know, independent artists, creatives, they're going to hustle. So when I first came here, right off bat, I met, you know, shout out to Bruce. Y'all always see Bruce in all my videos, but Bruce is the greatest photographer in the world. Self-proclaimed. I love him. But yeah, when I first met him, I was actually promoting at clubs, and there were videos that I was making where I wanted to kind of express to you all, you know, overall, like, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I think I want to do. Let me get into this eyebrow. So when I started off with just kind of going into the entertainment world, I told the guys, you know, the ones that I knew from Boston, they were promoting, like, hey, I want to promote these clubs, but I wanted to host the club. Y'all see Jada Wade up on the couch and Ari and da-da-da-da. Not for nothing, but yeah, that's what I wanted. That's the bag that I wanted. I wanted to be up in a club. People come out for me. because I thought, hey, I'm chic. You know, I'm chic. Come out for me. In Boston, I throw a party, and it's crazy. So when I moved here, I'm thinking I could do the same thing. Let me tell y'all, promoting was not it for me. Promoting was definitely not it for me. It wasn't bringing enough a cash flow for me. I wanted to be in charge of my own person, my own business, what I was doing, and it just not was what I thought it would. And yes, I'm looking down because I'm making sure I'm getting my notes right. I want to make sure y'all get this video, okay? Period. So honestly, when I came here, I met Bruce. Bruce was probably one of the people. Like, I wouldn't even say one individual. I met this other girl, and that, honestly, that relationship did not even last. So it was just like, damn, like, am I going to meet friends? Am I going to meet people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing? I met a few people through promoting, but it was like, okay, all y'all want to do is shake ass, and that's not what I'm going to do. I got a lot of it, but I don't want to be shaking ass just to be shaking ass. Long story short, Bruce introduced me to Ozone and Palo, and for that, it was like we were a great group dynamic. Palo, he's more like the manager side. He also takes pictures, so if needed, he will take my pictures. And then you have Ozone, who's literally an artist all around. He performs, he dances, he is a videographer. Like, it goes on. He does it all. And then you got Bruce. He is a personality in himself, and he takes great photos as well. He has a whole setup in his house. Not to disclose anything, but just like me, I got a whole setup in my house. I got a whole setup in his house. And that's when I knew this is the group I'm supposed to be a part of. They kept me on go. When I first started out here, again, promoting, okay, from the promoting, I was doing the club events with them. They were getting booked to do club events, but what about Sheik? Sheik don't want to be at the club. I really did not want to be at the club. I was getting home at 4 or 5 in the morning. At this time, I had my 9 to 5, and it was really becoming overwhelming. Like, there was times that I just did not want to go out because it was like, I have to get up, you know, for work in the morning. How am I supposed to do that? And when it comes to work, we'll touch on that in another video, because listen, that's a whole nother video, y'all. A whole nother video. But yeah, so hanging out with Bruce and them really allowed me to figure out what I wanted to do when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to being in Black Hollywood, Atlanta, being around bosses, you know, being around celebrities. Like, I met a lot of celebrities, and when I was first around them, I was a little starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, this celebrity, this celebrity, oh my gosh. Now I'm a little bit more used to it, and that's kind of another reason how I know, like, okay, I'm supposed to be here. I know how to move in Atlanta for facts. You know, definitely know how to move in Atlanta. So being around this crowd, it definitely allowed me to grow who I am. And when it comes to purpose, not for nothing, you know, I love my friends and family at home. And this goes for anybody being a creative or anybody looking for that career. Like, when you, and this comes back to the last video I posted about being an entrepreneur and being on that journey. When you're around 5 or 6 broke people, you will become the 5th or the 6th broke person in that room. I did not want it to be the smartest in the room either, because that means I'm not learning anything if I'm the smartest in the room. So when I met Bruce, Palo, Ozone, that really allowed me to figure out who I was. They was already in this line of work. They were already working with clients, you know, doing their photos, getting booked for this event. You know, it wasn't nothing too crazy, but being that, you know, I'm able to drive, you know, I have a go-getter attitude, it kind of just fit. So, you know, my friends at home, I love them, but none of them, and when I say none of them are in the entertainment industry. None of them are entrepreneurs. I would say the closest thing to that would be my aunt. She's really one of those women that really just puts forth, like, their ideas. Like, literally, she throws on all these different events in Boston. Love it. Love what she's doing. So I definitely got to give her a shout out for that. And she was definitely one of my main supporters when I did decide to move out here. She was like, yeah, go to Atlanta, why not? And I was so scared. I'm like, I don't know, like, and I'm gonna meet new friends and all this. So again, meeting them allowed me to really understand what path, you know, I should be on, and understand you know, my purpose just along the way. So now it comes down to the events. Now, I spoke on that briefly. You got everybody doing photos. Some half naked. We in the club, strippers. We in the club, drinking, popping bottles. What else y'all want? Listen, the club, we outside. That's what we was doing. We outside. But it's like, do Sheek want to be outside? You know, I don't mind going to a club event. But it was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So there were some bumps along the way when it came to understanding my purpose and understanding their purpose. Because as a group, we definitely all wanted to figure out what our individual purposes were and how we benefited from that, if not from each other. So I definitely didn't want to take away from the idea that we are a multimedia production team. We do mainly production. We're not like PR or anything like that. We just do production. For now, y'all. Then it's more so goes back on. I know I'm doing these eyebrows for a long time, but you know, this get ready with me, okay, baby? So then it goes down to the event. So fast forward, I end up going to this movie premiere with Bruce. Bruce like, I want to go to this premiere. Let's go to the premiere. When I walked into that premiere, let me tell y'all, and I don't know if I have any videos. If I do have videos, they're right here. Here's some pictures, and yeah. So when I walked into this premiere, I was like, oh my goodness. One, you're in a room with a bunch of celebrities who, you know, not for nothing, they're putting on this event. It's not gonna get too many details into the events yet. I don't want to give y'all too much on the events. So go to these events. You know, we're able to take pictures. We're able to meet with different artists. It was really like, oh wow, like this is what I like. I was able to get dressed up for it. I followed the theme. You know, that point in time, that's when I met Claire Summers. And if you don't know who Claire Summers is, she is the founder of Fashion Bomb Daily, and she really has been a force when it comes to being in the industry and the beauty and the fashion. So when I met her, and she's like a fashion media correspondent for the most part. She is overall a media correspondent, but for the most part, like, people know her for fashion. So when I met Claire Summers, I was like, oh my goodness. And thinking about it now, it kind of was like one of those things where it's like foreshadowing. I met someone in the industry. I did a quick video with them. I also was on their red carpet. I spoke with the host. They asked me how I liked the event. So right there and then, that's when I knew this is what I should or could be doing. At the time, it was more so this is what I could be doing. I started doing more and more events with the team, and I never really took it upon myself to actually interview anybody. I would make sure like I captured them on my vlogs. So if you watch my vlogs, you'll see a lot of artists. Sometimes it's like, okay, I could get the artist. Sometimes I can't. Fast forwarding to meeting Media Girls Network. When I joined Media Girls Network, that's when originally I was just going to do freelance work for them. I was like, hey, I'll come in, you know, this is what I do, this is what I want to be a part of, you know, great. I didn't really know the whole gist of the network until I actually joined the network. So, okay, so this is my nationally rated long wear foundation by NARS. Love, love, love. I used the Anastasia on the brows, the pomade, and then I did the Amande concealer by NARS. Love NARS. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm sticking with. I'll stick by it. Period. Okay. So, my brush, and I've been using this little brush right here. It's been giving me more of a flawless finish rather than a caked on finish, and because it's Get Ready With Me, I don't want to do too much. Anyways, so joining Media Girls, not for nothing, but I've been running around with a bunch of guys. Everybody that named are guys. DG later on entered the group. DG is our other videographer, photographer. And everybody kind of gets two titles because everybody does everything. Like, literally, we all do it all. We're just a bunch of creators. So when I joined, Media Girls, I did the Rowdy Racks event. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an article on it. You know, I really want to start tapping into my journalism bag. So we're going to get there. Y'all going to follow me on this journey. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Keep watching. But I want y'all to understand y'all purpose. When it comes down to it, I started putting myself in the rooms with the people that would make sense for me. So when I seen Media Girls Network, one, it was a group of females. Shout out to OJ, because OJ is the only male at the moment. I think we do have another male, but I have not met him yet. a bunch of females. When I met these females, they were hosting. They were putting on these events. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do. I don't want to just be at the event getting content. I want to do interviews. So when I did do that original event with Rowdy Rax and I interviewed him briefly, that's when I started to understand what it meant to be in these rooms, what it meant to have a purpose. That's when I realized this is my purpose. And shout out to my team alone. They're the ones that really pushed me into understanding what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. You should have your pink camera out and da 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 da. And at first, like, we weren't really all on the same page as far as what I would be doing. I was getting BTS for people. I do great reels. So that's something that I was, you know, I had no problem doing, but it was like, I know I could be doing more. Okay, so then I met Mo from Hot 1079 Atlanta. I think they'll say, yeah, Hot 79 Atlanta. I met her at the Who's Next event, and that's where I did the Tokyo Vanity. Who else was there? Tokyo Vanity, and I forgot the other guy's name, but he's in the video. Y'all can see that video. But she was like, honey, why are you behind the camera? You need to be in front of the camera. When she said that, as a media correspondent, I know I should have my concealer up here, y'all, but listen, this is real deal shit. When she said that, I was like, you know what? You're right. I really should not be behind the camera. And not for nothing. It's like, why am I just taking videos of people? I need to be interviewing people. So all of these things allow me to align myself with my purpose. All of these things allow me to understand what I wanted to do. What's the right job for me? What makes sense? I did not just want to be a fangirl. I'm not a fangirl. I don't really care. For a lot of the events that I go to them because without us in media, there's no them. So, of course, I'm going to go get the shot because I know I can get the shot. I'm tiny. I fit in small places. I be getting the shot. And there have been times that I doubted myself, you know, when I'm working a 9 to 5 all day, you know, I don't want to go to this event, but this event could change my life. But it's like, do I want to do this? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Y'all don't really need to see me blend this out. So I'm going to just blend it out while we on camera and we're going to keep going. I don't know why I keep closing up. So I went ahead and contoured, and I got the little powder there. I'm gonna add it on this side. I've been really dying to actually do this video, so it really was a quick get ready with me. I think a lot of my get ready with me will be quick, being that they're more focused on what I need to say and how to say it. My eyelashes are drying, so while that's doing, let me make sure I put my mascara on because the glue dries fast. I overall just want you all to take away from what I had to overall overcome in this story, and that was patience. I think with patience comes your purpose. I think if you're doing way too many things that are irrelevant to what you're really supposed to be doing, or you're not being exposed to enough things. Look how that raised the eyebrow. I mean the eyebrow, the eye. I love when I put lashes on because it really opens up my eye, even though I have big eyes, but this really just like opens it up. And then when I add the lashes, like a kaboom. But yeah, I was definitely open to a lot more things when it came to really just understanding what I wanted to do. There was a video of Kiyomi Leslie, a picture of Kiyomi Leslie. Maybe I can find the picture. If I do, it's right here. But there's a picture of me holding a light for her. We was walking her in the club. And this is when, like, I was just like, you know, I told my aunt today, like, I love what they do. And they're doing things to push other individuals further. I don't mind getting BTS. But I'm not a fangirl. And I know that doesn't put me in the fangirl category. But as the only female in the group, I don't want to be holding lights for nobody. I don't want to be holding nobody's water and cup. If I'm not doing your makeup, I don't see what's my purpose of being there. Because I got heels on 9 times out of 10. I'm dressed up. I want to be represented properly. So, you know, there were certain things that I didn't want to do, but I've done them. There were certain things that I didn't find a benefit in at sometimes, but I did. There was a times I was about to be somebody else's assistant. But then I thought about, like, no, I need my own assistant. So when it comes down to understanding who you are and what you should be doing, take the time to grow. Take the time to learn. I did not do this overnight. I have 2 great mentors. One being my aunt, one being my supervisor. You know, that is well aware of how this industry works. I was trying to switch it up on the lashes, y'all. I always do vanity. So I was trying to give y'all a little something else. On this side. But anyway, I really had to figure out like what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. Having mentors is a great way of understanding the industry or the career path you're going to choose. If you're doing 5 million things and no one is telling you, hey, this is what you should be doing, or I see you doing this, or I think you should try this, it kind of makes it like harder to really understand, because sometimes other people can see your purpose before you even see your purpose. And that goes back to the story of my team. I'm going to go ahead and finish adding these lashes on. And I'm just going to close this video out. Okay. Alright, so the scarf is off, the edges are laid, you know, we in here. I really enjoyed this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video as well. With this video, I do want you all to take away purpose, patience, mentorship, putting yourself out there and not being afraid. Like literally, these were maybe the key things for me into walking into my purpose, into understanding who I am. Again, there are some things that we can't define ourselves that others can define for us or help us understand. So I don't want you all to be afraid of those things when it comes to figuring out who you are and what you are supposed to be doing, or what you feel as though you're supposed to be doing. Don't let your family, don't let your friends, don't let no job or nothing get in the way of who you are supposed to be. It took a lot for me to get up and move, you know, to a new state, let alone start a new job, let alone start a new or push my career further than what I thought it would be. Literally, I thought I was going to be a makeup artist. I am a makeup artist, but I'm more than just a makeup artist. It's so much more. So look out for these wellness, encouragement, just everything videos on Tuesdays, because that's when I plan on dropping those. This give you kind of a little bit motivation for the week on what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, and hopefully I can inspire inspirational videos overall. Hopefully I can inspire the next individual with these videos. There will be a lot in these videos: laughs, cries, literally everything, recaps maybe of how I did things, how I think I should change things, but we gonna keep going. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, share, do what you gotta do. Beautybysheek, and I'm out.
can't call yourself a boss till you put your dogs on. All I see is dollar signs all up on my call. All I put my nigga on the three-way like nigga.